Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all having a nice weekend. It is currently Sunday, May 31st, so hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to make this quick video to share something, an idea that I had that I think is a pretty cool idea, but I want to get some opinions on it before I actually decide to do it. And the impetus to this idea came from a woman that I met who did my beginning 3-day options boot camp 2 times. So she did it twice, and she asked me afterwards, you know, you should do like a more advanced version for people that have been through your introductory boot camp and kind of know what they're doing. And I immediately thought, yeah, that actually is a good idea. But I didn't immediately kind of come up with an idea of like how I would specifically structure it if I did indeed do this. And I gave it some thought, and I actually do want to try to do this. And so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that what I will do is I will do a room, basically. Like you're just gonna look over my shoulder while I trade, and it's gonna be a weekly room. So it'll be week to week, and I'm gonna charge $50 per week. Now there's a couple of reasons for this. I wanted to not do a monthly sign up because, first of all, I think that that's a lot of commitment. And somebody who might not really be too sure about themselves doing this, or they're on the fence, they might think, well, I want to try this and see if it's for me, but I don't really want to commit to a whole month of it. I totally understand that. But a 1-week commitment is nothing, you know, Monday through Friday. That's easy. So that's number one. Number two, the weekly commitment will keep the price down. So if I do $50 a week, it's just you pay your $50 and you get to sit in on the room for that following Monday through Friday, and then there's no recurring charge. If you want to do it again, you have to sign up for it again, and if you say, hey, I did it for a week, it's not for me, I didn't really like it, whatever, you don't have to come back and do it anymore, because the last thing that I want to do is make somebody feel like they're getting roped into something. I hate that when it happens to me. I certainly don't want to do it to anybody else. So I thought, it's a good idea. Like, you let people in the room for a week, see if they like it. If so, they can continue. They can do it every week forever if they want. If not, no big deal. Just don't renew the next week. Another reason that I like this concept is that it will free me up to just trade the way I want without trying to educate anybody as I do it. It'll just be like you get to be a fly on the wall, basically, and watch me trade and watch me do what I do. And yeah, I will definitely call things out as I'm going. So when I make my trades, I'll say, you know, this is what I'm doing, this is the reason that I'm doing it, etc. But it's not going to be like an actual intended on education the way that my introductory options day trading 3-day boot camps were. And so the reason why I like this is because I do like doing the 3-day beginning options trading boot camp, but I feel like when I was doing those, I had a responsibility to teach everybody in there like as if I'm a professor and I'm giving a class. And with this, there's not going to be any real teaching going on. It's just you're there. I'll talk about things if I feel like I need to talk about them, but I'm not focusing on trying to teach you anything. So therefore, if you're going to do this, you need to already kind of know what you're doing and have a bit of a baseline knowledge. So I'm certainly not going to prohibit questions. You know, if you have a question as we're doing this, you're free to ask the question. But if you ask what's the difference between a call and a put, that's not going to work in this particular setup, because you should already be way past that if you're going to join this. This is also not going to be something that anybody can just sign up for. So basically you kind of have to already be aware of what I do and my whole strategy and my system and everything. So if you have already been through one of my beginning 3-day boot camps, you can totally sign up. Or if you've already bought and read my book and you can show me proof that you have my book already, you can sign up. And or if there's some other way that you show me, like you're a professional basically, or that you at least have some pretty serious knowledge of how to trade options already, then you can join. And if you would like to join, simply write me an email to lonewolftradingclub@gmail.com and let me know that you saw this video, and let me know that you'd be interested in the weekly trading room. And depending on what experience you have, or if we've already interacted, I'll say yeah, you can join, or no. But I kind of doubt that somebody that has no idea what they're doing is going to try to join this anyway. So I'm suspecting that everybody that reaches out will already have enough advanced knowledge to do this. And the reason that I'm being so picky about this is the last thing I want is for somebody to sign up and then they realize that I'm not actually teaching much as far as an educational way, and then they go, hey, I didn't learn anything from your week-long thing. And this is not the time to learn stuff. This is the time to simply watch me trade, how I trade, and be a fly on the wall and basically look over my shoulder while I'm trading with absolutely no constraints, not thinking about like I've got to explain every second of the day as I go. And the benefit to this is that if you kind of already know what you're doing, but you just wanted to see how I'm doing it, you can do that. Or if you want to just completely mirror every single thing that I do, you can do that too. So whatever gains or losses I have on the day will be similar to the gains or losses that you'll have on the day. Now remember, everybody has losing trades and everybody has losing days. So you can't go into this thinking that you're just automatically going to make money simply because you're looking over my shoulder. I mean, if you look over my shoulder as I'm trading and you do exactly the same things that I do, and then I have a losing day, that means you have a losing day as well. So last but not least, the price, $50 a week. I think this is very, very fair because although nobody can guarantee that you'll have winning trades or even winning days, I can say that it's virtually impossible to not make at least $50 a week if you trade alongside me and just basically do a lot of the same things that I'm doing as I do it. So, I mean, that's up to you whether you think that it's worth it. But I can tell you that although I can't be 100% certain, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to make at least $50 a week. Even if you trade really, really small, just take a few trades a week. If you just are trying to like dip your toe in and basically watch, and even if you don't trade alongside me and don't do all the trades that I do, I think that it's very, very likely you will make the cost of the week back if you just do a couple trades the same way that I do them. So that's that. So basically, to wrap it up, I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to do this. I basically I'm making this video to see how much interest I have. So if I get a lot of responses of people saying, yeah, I would definitely love to do a room like that week to week, then I'll do it. So if you want to be a part of it, if you're interested, like I said, write me an email, lonewolftradingclub@gmail.com. Just say, I saw your YouTube video and I'd love to be a part of the room. And if I get enough responses to really make it a viable thing, then I'll do it. So let's see what happens. So that's it for today. Have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.